Welcome to the very first episode of Cooking with Action Bronson. Starting off with the crispy, melty quesadilla recipe. Stick around for more. Disclaimer, I'm not a chef, so if I can do this, so can you. Here are your ingredients. Lucky for you, there's only 5 of them. I started by grating 1/3 cup of cheddar cheese. Next, we're gonna work on painfully grating that 1/3 cup of fresh mozzie, that mozz, but not before Sasha comes for the cheese tax. Next, the last thing to prepare will be the 2 tablespoons of jalapenos, unless you're a pussy. Now that you have your ingredients, you can head over to the stove. Once your skillet is heated over medium-high heat, you can just place your tortilla. What did I say? Tortilla. Place your tortilla right in there. No oil required because the cheese will provide enough oil. You'll see. He says to mound both cheeses in the center, leaving about 1 inch around the edge. As you can see here, I was only able to find the famous Marie Sharp's habanero pepper sauce. The original recipe called for Melinda's original habanero hot sauce, but we weren't able to find that, and I'm sure Marie Sharp put her whole fucking pussy in this. 6 drops to be exact. Next, sprinkle on your pinos. And what's a quesadilla without a top tortilla? Now here's where things get interesting. You could say this is where the action starts. Once the cheese starts to melt in the middle, it says here to press down the center of the quesadilla with a spatula so that the cheese starts to seep out the sides and fry in its own fat. He wants you to push the cheese out to get that rim, the ring of fire. I will say I was making this quesadilla a couple times a week after filming this video, and I do suggest using a tiny bit more cheese to get more of a little cheese crust, you know? Because that's the best part, frankly. Once both sides are brown, you can turn off the heat and remove the quesadilla from the pan. You can then transfer the quesadilla to a cutting board and allow it to sit for a second, like a pizza, letting the cheese seep back into its situation. I noticed that in the photo he topped his with a little bit of grated mozzarella, so that's what I did here. Well, there you have it. I guess there's only one step left, and it's the taste test. Bon appetit. It's amazing. I thought it was going to be really spicy, but the cheese really counters the hotness of the peppers and the hot sauce. What do you think about it?
So spicy, so good.
This is pretty unnatural dialogue. Would you eat this again? Mm-hmm. What would you rate it out of 5 stars?
I would give this 4 out of 5 stars. It's got the right flavor profile. It's got a good crunch to it.
Mm-hmm. It was really easy to make. The hardest part was grating the cheese, I feel like. Slicing the jalapeno. Overall, I highly recommend making this quesadilla. It was incredibly easy, the ingredients were very simple, and the crispy cheese technique on the outer rim made all the difference. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, and check out my other links. Yeah, I love you guys.